One of the most slept on skills in Apex is the power of resurrecting. Who wants to battle full teams of 3 and you're down 1 or 2 players? Nobody, that's you. In this video, I'm going to go over some things that players should be thinking about to make sure that they can successfully resurrect their teammates so that they'll have a better chance at winning the game. Hey, I'm Al. I'm a gamer who loves games like Apex, Halo, and even once upon a time Overwatch. I do love to play competitively and see how I've progressed as a player. For Apex, I review my matches typically once per season just to see some things I've done right and some things I've done wrong. In my not so humble opinion, Crypto is the easiest character to resurrect your teammates' banners with. The drone he has literally does all the work. The drone itself can span up to 200 meters in game. It can pick up your players' banners and also resurrect them from the beacons. Surprisingly, not too many players seem to know that, so hopefully if you did not know, now you know. If you're playing Crypto, the best way to get your teammates' banners is to go to a private place to where you can hide, but not too far to where your drone can't get them. In my first example, you'll see that I'm hiding behind a rock, and then I took a trident to get to the next location.
Signaling my drone back. Let's transfer to this spot. Rings close. I'm getting hit. Just 10 seconds. Time to disappear. Get out here. We're too easy to track.
In this example, a team down 2 of my teammates, so I went to go hide behind a rock, which was the safest place I could think to go because it wasn't too far from my teammates. I popped out my drone, got their banners, and then I rode the trident to try to get to a safer location to then res them. As you can see, there was another team there, so I wasn't able to complete my plan, but I still used that trident to get out of that situation to then go to another location to try to res them again. So it's all about using what the map has to offer you and be aware of your surroundings so that, you know, if you do go to another place, even on foot, that you'll be able to maneuver out of the situation just in case you need to. Sometimes while playing, you instinctively know when the other team is more bloodthirsty than you are. When that happens, it's best not to try to fight. In these clips, you'll see that my team actually did try to stay and fight. But what you should do instead is wrap around to get their banner and then res them again in a secure location or wherever you can so that you can return back to the fight and maybe flip the script on that team who thought that they were going to push you and push them instead.
I'm good to go.
Sometimes you may be the initiator in a fight, and that's okay. We're playing a game of killing. But sometimes the other team can best your team. So when that happens, don't be shy to then maybe sometimes push up on that team if 2 of your teams are down, if you're confident in yourself to get the kill like I was. But you also run the risk of a third party coming in to intercept that. So if they do that, your best bet is to then wrap around, and keyword, I use that a lot, but wrap around, even if it means sometimes going in the storm to get your teammates' banners. Just make sure that obviously if you're going in the storm that you have enough heals and your storm level is not above a 2. When you get to storm level 3, the amount of time it takes for you to pop out your drone and then go and get their banners, it's going to suck up your health faster than you probably are going to realize, and you're just going to be dead. So make sure that if you do circle back around, just make sure that you have enough health in doing so. There will be times where you're fighting a team and other teams may push up. That's a good thing in my opinion, because now your enemy team has more threats to look at. But anytime that does happen and you're only able to get up maybe one of your teammates that are down, get up that one teammate, then engage in the fight, or try to get the other person that's down so you can revive their health. And you'll see that I did that here. If the opposing team does see you, which sometimes they do, and you try to do the run away to a secluded place trick, it may not work. Running on foot is not ideal, but if you find yourself with no other choice, then you just have to run the risk. The probability of another team being in an area close to yours may be high, but that may be just a risk you have to take, and clearly all the time it does not pay off. So you just have to weigh your options, whether it is to stay and fight, whether it is to try to get on a jump pad or a balloon or even a trident. So just try to see what's best for you in that situation. Lastly, you should always know when it's appropriate to whether to heal your teammates or resurrect or to fight. Sometimes you don't have the luxury of going back to res your teammates, although it should be a top priority. But in those instances, just make sure that you can get the kills so that then you can hurry up and res your teammates just in case another team may pop up, which they might not, but you just never know. Remember, it is no man left behind unless you don't see it out or you don't have enough heals to compete with the Storm or even other teams. I hope this helped you guys think about resurrecting a little bit more easier, and hopefully you stop leaving your teammates behind. And if you do, shame on you. Happy hunting!